The one match that people remember very clearly, even before you became as great as you've become, was when you beat Sampras at Wimbledon. Outstanding match. Tell us about it.
Well, you have to imagine Pete was my hero growing up. So when I played Pete at Wimbledon that year, we walked on court together. And I remember I was so nervous. I was shivering walking on court. I had cold hands. There was this belief that I was just hitting tennis balls with Pete. But I knew that if potentially I found, a good start into the match, who knows, I have a chance to win. And I believed in that, I guess, all along. And I ended up winning 7-5 in the 5th set. Then it was my first Wimbledon center court appearance. It was a big moment in my life, and I'm very proud of that. I had the chance to actually play against Pete. It was a big dream come true for me.
2 years later, you end up winning your first major, and it happens to be the holy grail of tennis, Wimbledon.
The circumstances were tough, just because I knew that my mental strength was very weak. Back then, I sometimes lost matches before I even walked on court. And then when Wimbledon got underway, actually, I started to feel really good. I had a good draw. And then all of a sudden, I think in my 3rd or 4th round match, my back completely locked up on me. I kind of came through that match, I don't know how, and I was in the semis, played the most incredible match against Roddick, and then in the finals against Philippoussis.
Federer.
It was just this perfect scenario for me at the end, after having to fight through injury that opened the gate, unlocking my potential. Only when I won my first Wimbledon did I feel that things were really coming together. I've had many more which I love and I could talk hours about, but the first one was very, very special. For me, obviously, Wimbledon is just perfection. Everything that the tournament does is, I love it, whether it's the ivy on the wall, whether it's the perfect cut grass. I don't know, it just all makes sense to me. That's what I really appreciate about Wimbledon the most.
You just talked about precision and perfection, which is what Rolex embodies, and that, of course, married to Wimbledon. How good is that, both for Wimbledon and for tennis in general?
Well, I think it's wonderful that a brand like Rolex has stayed the partner of the most important tournament in the world for such a long period of time. I mean, they embody both all the grace and the excellence, and it's subtle, it's a nice partnership, and I think the players can profit from what a classy event and a brand Rolex is.